must prepare for war. You must be ready for battle.
It's true.
Lego this beast.
Yes, good evening, Trinidad and Tobago, and welcome to Fine Point. Happy New Year on the Fine Point section. Now, if you are getting problems to send in your comments and all the different things, we are trying to sort out that because YouTube is on a lot of shit. Yeah, we had to let them know up front that they are on shit. So they are trying to block our live chat because they want us to spend money to broadcast on YouTube. I don't know, they must feel like this is a money-making thing and this is a thing. But this is not no money-making thing. This is charity being done here from Trinidad and Tobago. But you know, people is going to report. I hope when they report in, they go and report what they'll be doing after that. So tonight is Fine Point. Share the live. Let people know that we are on. And so that we can carry up our mandate. You know, let us carry up our mandate, and because we have a lot to talk. We have a lot to talk, and I have some videos that I want to show you all tonight. Yeah, I have some videos that I want to show you all tonight. And very interesting. I'm not seeing my numbers to call. No, I don't want. Yes. Nice. Oh, shit. Yes. So this is Fine Point. And we're ready to go. Let me load up my first video. Now, there's so much to talk about it. So much to talk about this year and the year gone by, basically. So let me let you all hear a particular song. No, not yet. Not yet. Yes, let me get my first video here. Let me get my first video here. Now, nice. So let's talk a little bit about this. Wait down, wait. Something flies straight in my head, you know, people. All right. So let me talk about this here. Now, this has been circulating on the. Now, I refuse to put it up on my page because I don't know if this is authentic and it is in the public domain circulating. So it's stamped Trini Bashment Limited, and it would read, right? So let me pull it up on my bigger device here so that I get my other screen, because I'm not straining my eye to see where it is these people have been writing. Right? So let me pull it up here, as I've received it from several people. Several people have sent me this video. So let me pull it up here. So right. So everybody's seeing, right? So it's 91.9 FM. So over the past years, advertising revenue has taken a downward spiral as businesses are using social media advertising now more than ever. As such, the company has not been making enough revenue from advertising to stay in business. Based on our long-standing business relationship, we would like to give all on-air announcers the opportunity to get your own sponsors and advertisers to cover the airtime and pay yourself. So basically, you running your own show. You know what that means? And I will tell you just now, Once you locate, let me go to the comment section here and see. All right, Rudy Judy, hi. Rudy Judy, hi, good evening. Once you locate a potential sponsor, we will meet and discuss an affordable rate with our current format. The company is unable to sustain our existence, and change is definitely as part of the way forward. Regards management, Trini Bashment Limited, the Street 919 FM, stamped Trini Bashment Limited. Now let me let you all know this. Okay. Now let me let you all know this. So let me just remove it here for a little bit. Yeah, let me just remove it there. Yeah. So this is what is happening. So we want to see the likes of certain individuals paying their money to be on-air presenters. Like we went on at 104.7 and then at Talk City 91.1. So we may very well see a particular group of fellas going and sitting doing the morning program at that particular station. Now, I'm just saying it, but I am telling you all that letter is heading in that direction because this is election year. So they know for a fact, management knows for a fact what they are doing and what they have always been planning to do from day one. So just know that if you wake up in the morning, there's no titans of democracy because there's no money coming in from titans of democracy as what is being stated basically in this particular report. No, don't look out for no Google and all these different shows that they have basically, but only the evening that has 600 and something people watching them. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. but I know it's boosting, most of these things are boosted to give the perception, because see, people don't understand how numbers game work. Eh? So they boost it to let people think that, okay, this is what is happening. Yeah, well, we know that. So now we are going to see the implementation of the station going in a particular direction, because it's all about the money. It's never about development of the human resources, but always about the money. Now, when I try to contact some people and ask them certain question that is happening at the particular station, this is what, let me read it for you. Let me read it for you. It is very, very troubling of what is happening here. Let me read this for you all. And tell me if you all ever heard about this. It's all constructive dismissal, right? So let me dive into what constructive dismissal is all about. So constructive dismissal is a type of unfair dismissal that occurs when an employee resigns from the job due to the employer's actions. The employees feel forced to resign because the employer had made their working life so difficult that they have no choice, that they had no choice. Some examples of constructive dismissal includes the employer regularly fails to pay, and I will say that dragging. The employer regularly fails to pay the employees the agreed amount with a good reason. The employer bullies or discriminates against the employees. The employer refuses to investigate a grievance raised by the employees. The employer makes unreasonable changes to the employee's working patterns or place of work without an agreement. Listen, constructive dismissal is a common law concept, meaning it originated from a court case rather than legislation. It can be difficult to prove constructive dismissal case in court because employment tribunals believe that it only happens in extreme circumstances. Before resigning, employees should consider resolving the issue with their employers through the employer's grievance procedure. So that is what you call constructive dismissal. That is what is happening at this point in time at 91.9. And I can tell you, all of what I have just outlined, all that I've just outlined is the truth and nothing but the truth. So the employees regularly fail to, the employer regularly fails to pay the employees the agreed amount within a good, reasonable time. So if you were supposed to get $3,000, That all them this a little bacchanal and thing for, they basically get 2,500. They always have an excuse on why they can't pay the money. They don't investigate things. So when they come up with these sort of things, yeah. That is why you see, I'm not sorry for none of them. Not one of them. And I don't business with nobody say. You know why? Because when one man was thrown off the radio station, instead of people stand up for the man who wasn't being paid, who was not even being paid for a whole year and more, and they were part of your team. You watched them and you said nothing. You left it just so. And I had to ask the question about why it is you're not saying nothing. But then you know people will say, oh, you're against this one and you're against the black man and the black man and the black man my ass. Because that's the first thing they always want to push in the front. While they treat the said black man without any courtesy. So people bring something to your table, giving you all the information, and you didn't have the courtesy to stand up and say, hey, I am supporting my colleague. But because the colleague was doing his own program, and you find that your program was getting bigger than your program, you had a problem with that. So you bust your own program, you bust your own partner throat, because you only wanted to see about yourself sitting down there all day, all morning. And when the man move on now and he go anyway, when he go anyway now and he doing your own thing, or you know vex, or you want to beg back men to come back. And it's right true. It's such a bacchanal and confusion, and people had to resign, and who had to go here and think. Even when Google was told go and take a rest, even when Google was told to go and take a rest, Google went back begging, oh God, will you take me back now? And I hope the boss man take me back, because why? You want people to see you. You want the party to see you. This man using you. He using your talent under the pretext that, well, you know, I got a black man, and I got a black man, and all of the thing, and this, you know, it's the dollar. And you go on down that road with that. Because that's all you know. Because when the pastor was working there, you could have swear he was the owner of the station 24 hours a day. You get opportunity, you was doing anything on social media, you find you wasn't getting the amount of people watching you. So you run back like a loopy dog. Let me tell you something. That's why you see, I don't have no respect for people like them so as pastors. Because when you were told, don't turn back, you turned back and you went back. So when death come now, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing, because you wouldn't be able to talk no politics on the radio just now. I tell you that. Because when you had an opportunity to build yourself independently and go your way, you didn't do that. And this Aisha had the balls to say, well, she gonna try something. But when she wasn't seeing the amount of looks and likes and all them things, and let me tell you something, the pay to boost, they get 300, 400, 500. When reality, they only had less than that. So Oye went back crawling. Well, share the live, share the live. Now, Oye whole job in jeopardy. Oye whole job in jeopardy. Because Oye believe so much in something that Oye tell yourself that Oye is a part of, that Oye build, and like Oye has shares in it, Oye owners, Oye is nothing to them. Oye is nothing to them. And now they have Oye. Well, go and talk to this one and bring money for me. Go and talk to that one to bring money for me. Because that's what it's saying. That is what it's saying. And if Oye can't bring in no money, that morning program, gone. Mid-morning, gone. We might go hear gospel just now. No talk. And then you see, new morning program. Mid-morning, new program. Everybody, new program. And that's what they want. Because they ain't getting no money. The owner ain't getting no money. He ain't eating a food from them programs. As they claim, although he ain't ads running it. And that's the problem. We're talking about 91.9 here. Where workers right now under pressure. And I'm not even talking about on-air presenters only. Not only just on-air presenters. You're talking about people, staff. Staff, you know. Producers who working inside it. That's what it reached to. That we call constructive dismissal. Torture them. Make them work. And you know, they're so loyal. They're so loyal that they believe in the bullshit they're getting, you know. My God, yes. That's why he talked about social media. That is why he talked about social media. And how the advertisers taking the thing and going social media. Because in the advertiser's mind, they're probably seeing something on social media that they're not seeing on those stations. They must be reaching more people because more people on social media than ever before. And that is what is happening. But you see, go and do sleep. Because they came and they do a song. You come and you do a song. First of all, you're so insultive. Well, views is one thing. But when you boost, when you're paying to boost your viewers, your viewership, and you don't have that money to keep spending to boost, just make sure you have 500, 600, but only 10 people calling the station. Imagine that. You have 500, 600, 700 people, 800, but only 10 people calling a station. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And sometimes it's the same people over and over and over and over and over. And if it's not that, there's one trying to talk for this one and that one trying to talk for that one. And that's how the bacchanal continues. That is how the bacchanal going on. So what do they want? People want to put the money there. They wanna go, all right, whether enough back on social media. I can associate my brand with any one of these bacchanals and them on social media. I tell you that. That's why I told people, and director keeps singing it in the head. We have our own. We have the own. Designed by we, for we. We don't want to go and beg nobody, hey, or pay them to run no station. Or pay to sit down to talk on no station. We have it here for free. But people don't like that. They don't like nothing blasted free. When they're getting it and it's good, you don't like it. Now you never catch behind that. I wonder who's sponsoring that station. They run up and down all over the place. They're calling all in America. They're calling all in Africa, Sydney, all over. I never see bullshit for yet. To find out, well, who's sponsoring them? And who's sponsoring them? Because why? They're seeing how things looking. So wait, so you're not supposed to upgrade yourself. You're not supposed to be able to design and make yourself broader, that you can have your own 24 hours radio station, internet-wise. You ain't begging nobody. You ain't asking nobody for nothing. You're giving the same artists and then the same opportunity because you want artists to come and pay your station $5,000 to hear the damn music play so that they can get a soca mona or they can get heavy rotation to get in a fete. And here it is, you have artists who never pay a cent and get a breakthrough on social media. And we have been asking people, come forward, come forward. Let me just tell people, they don't want nothing. Because when they're giving it to them, they find it too good. They find it too good. So you know what they're going back to? Licks. Licks. You know they block me. They blocked me yesterday, you know. They know they blocked me. Oh God, I can't get in. Oh God. Oh God. And they set my profiles. 10, 15 profiles. Just to get back in. To do what? Oh good. It's bacchanal this morning, boy. Bacchanal today. Bacchanal this. Bacchanal that. Bacchanal. And then they're going whole damn day. Whole day. You paying? What shit is that? And then they will say, well, we have to support the black man, and we have to support, but the black man supporting you? Is that black man supporting you? Because in his own song, he turned back and he said, do you want back the oil refinery? Yes, I do. Knowing that the government tell oil that the oil refinery was not making money, oil still going down that road with that bullshit. And it's just a matter of time, you know, before things crash, you know. Me calling not know what he think, eh? The man work hard, he have his station, that he business. But justice is justice, and fair justice is always justice. You can't say you want justice and you don't want the justice. It don't happen so. It's either stand up for your rights or you fall for nothing. It's simple. So those who take in that crap and don't want to stand up against this so-called boss, then we take it. Because you know why? It's the black man and the black man and the black man, but the black man cutting your throat going down the road. That's what they like. That's what they like. So I don't feel sorry for none of them. Because imagine I going to do a coverage in Bali's house, just like any other media house. just like any other media house in this country. And one or two people coming out every minute. Who station is you? We bounce up. Who's them? Who is them? So it only have local media alone. So they have no social media could come inside there trying to tell me. Because they feel to block who I want to block. But when they hear the answer question that these same media houses come in to ask the ministers and them, oh, you have no problem with it. No problem. No problem. I don't feel sorry for none of them. None of them. Because let me tell you something. We have a platform here. If they want, they can come. Our arms are open. There's a community. There's a community station. There's a community website. We design it for you. And we have more features, more everything. But you gotta come and experience it. You have to come and experience what is there. Just like how you just go and twiddle up all over the place, you will come and experience it right there. And when you come, you tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, and that's how the thing does grow. But it's up to you. Let me move on. Spend too much time on that. I didn't want to spend all that time on that piece of shit. But let me go. So here it is. This is the young attorney because he's all old. This is the young attorney who was gunned down after delivering his little sermon in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And I don't know why social media keep getting the place wrong in Stanmore Avenue, but they keep putting it all over the place. Condolences go out to his family and to all his friends in the law fraternity. We really need to get behind what would have transpired that would have caused the assassination, because this was an assassination again. Eh? This was assassination. So we need to get behind what would have caused that assassination and really try to get some justice, because I'm realizing now that a lot of high-profile cases are not being given that kind of priority in terms of investigation to bring closure to the families. So we only hearing, yes, we hear now dinner sitar, we hear some people get old, but we need to get closure on these particular matters. But we also need the DPP to get YAS in a good grip. Be fed up. Be fed up of him now, with the foolishness. I tell you honestly. We need the DPP to put his balls on and deal with what is happening, even with the police, with these cases were dropping and falling and just crumbling. We need to deal with this thing on a serious level. We really need that to happen. Because you get a building, they didn't want a building. So you're trying to make this particular thing now look like, well, that's why we didn't want to go here, or we didn't want to go there. And let me tell you something. You get a next building, you still don't want to go there, which was the old First Citizen Bank on St. Vincent Street. But they closed down to make a DPP office. You didn't want to go there, neither looking like. So you rather stay on Richmond Street. Why down the back? You want to stay down there in that small zone and say you don't have enough space. You need to get your act together, Mr. DPP, Roger Gaspar, really and truly, and let me get the thing going properly. We can't have these matters only falling. Police investigation, dropping. No, man. It's time to deal with the damn thing, man. Is that you can do the job or leave? Let me start pussyfooting things. So we really hoping that closure comes to this particular matter with this particular with this special prosecutor who was gunned down, going to the sky from the children and the wife. I mean to say, let me tell you something. It is really, really hurt to know that you're doing your work and people come and they gunning you down and you're doing your work. So we need to get a proper investigation of what really transpired and what would have led to this type of assassination that was taking place. Let me move on to the next one. Now, this person is missing. This person is missing. Anybody have information with this particular individual? Yeah. Anybody who has information on this particular person, Neela Garib. She ages 36, missing on the 22nd of the 12th, 2024. She's from the Shogunas area. If you have any information, please get in contact with the Hunters and Searchers Rescue Team, and so we can try and find and bring some closure and bring this woman back home. Also, there's a woman that is missing, and I believe it's the same person basically, if I'm not mistaken, but there's a woman that is missing. I forgot to get the a picture to put it up, but there's a woman that is missing. Remember the person, the man who died in the car, who was abducted and he was burned in the trunk of the car? Well, apparently his mother went to view the body at forensic, and at this point in time, she is missing. So how much more? How much more? So, as I told you all, this is the steel band. This was the finals for the single band bands. For those who wanted to find out who would have been, who would have won, Miraculous Steel Orchestra was first place. Trinidad Nostalgic Steel Orchestra was second. This is Ice Water Pan Emblem would have been third. So if you want to get more on it, it's there, and we move right along. Well, we want to say condolences go out to the Prime Minister and on with his brother who would have passed, you know, and we want to say condolences to him and his family. And also, he was the Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Keith Crowley, would have, yes, the Prime Minister would have made a pronouncement today that he will be stepping down and clearing the way for probably somebody new to take over the political reins, to carry the party forward into the 2025 general elections. Well, we want to say thank you for your yeoman service. And it's 45 years, that's a lot, you know, to give to the country. And although we have plenty of ungrateful people in this country, Plenty, 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 plenty ungrateful people. We want to say thank you to the Prime Minister, and we hope that that there's a process now that we will now go forward. When that time reaches, and there will be a process, and really and truly, people will be allowed to select a new political leader for the party in going forward for 2025. So again, we want to thank the Prime Minister for his human service. And you know, one of the things that the Prime Minister would have not said that he is doing is succession planning. And in talking with the director today, what he has been doing is really preparing. So it's like how you have the president of how we have the presidential elections in America. Even though the president won in November, he ain't getting the seat until quite in January. So what the Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, is doing is succession planning, leading the way so that people can start looking internally within the party, or probably he may have somebody that he may want to endorse or may see that potential and bring them forward to the party to lead the party in 2025 and onwards. He is basically giving that window period to say, hey, I need to go home. I want to go home. I want to relax with my family. But I also want to make sure that the party is in good hands as we move forward into 2025. So we want to thank the Honorable Prime Minister. Yeah, they're all over McQueen, that's no problem. We want them to come. But, so we want to thank the Prime Minister on this human service of 45 years. And we wish you all the best. We wish the party will look internally and look at the best candidates, present them. And I know for a fact, the one man, one vote that you would have implemented, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, will now carry the party to new heights in terms of how governance structure was done and how it is going to be done in the future to come. So that was the Prime Minister. And now we move on to this man here. Yeah. Don't worry, we're going a little late tonight on Fine Point. So we're not ending at 9 o'clock. Yeah, because we have lots to talk about. But this man has to pay Roger $500,000+. Well, when you add up the length of time that he made the defamation statement, from then to now, it might reach about, let me say, 700 something thousand. When you add up everything. So he has to pay Roger that money. But my question is, Roger Suhi, right? Let me just switch back here to the thing. Yes. So Roger sues Munilal, and Munilal had to pay this money, right? But Rogers want to be part of the same party that Munilal in. I don't understand that. I know, strange enough, plenty of the media houses and make this no big issue, eh? But I don't know how this thing gonna work out with them, but that must be campaign money. He must be, Roger must be looking at if he get that $500,000, that might be some campaign money to help him out. But you never know the way how things is going in Trinidad and Tobago. So let's move on. So anybody who knows these particular individuals, there's the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Academy. Yes, professional respect, integrity, dignity, and excellence. That's what they call pride. Let me say that again. I love that. Professionalism, respect, integrity, dignity, and excellence. So anybody knowing these particular individuals, they come from different parts of Trinidad and Tobago. Please, you can make a phone call. And if you have a disagreement on why any one of them should not get into the police academy to serve as a police officer, make it known immediately. If you are in agreement, then don't say nothing. Don't call the people and them thing to just jam up a phone line to mama guy people the damn bullshit. We know how it is going to that. Right? So give them a chance if it is that they are worthwhile of going forward to serve. Give them the opportunity. If it is that they have some form of criminal behavior or background or anything that you see that you see that may warrant that they don't get any police service, then make the phone call and call. Right? So let me move on. I tell you, I have plenty to talk about too. So youth development training series amplifies. So if you are in music production, if you're into music production and you want life skills, initiative for youth, it's between youths 10 to 35-year-old. Are you interested in music or media industry? Amplifies offering this to you. City Campus, Port of Spain, 16 to 35 years. Introduction into graphic design, music business. Tobago Online, 16 to 35 years. Voice presentation, music business, voice training, 10 to 17 years only. And it's for 6 weeks to face-to-face online session. So you have 6 weeks face-to-face online session. Application closing January 6, 2025. Date starting January 27th, 2025. Date ending is March the 1st, 2025. So get on board, call, and they will be able to help you and assist you in registering to get your children involved in graphic design, introduction to graphic design, the music business, and also voice presentation, music business, voice training. They will be there to assist, right? So we move right along again. So we're looking for this particular individual. I think I put you up already. Okay, yes, I did put you up already. Yeah. So we are looking for this particular person, and anybody with information, please get in contact. And I just want to put up this here. The most beautiful souls are the ones who walk out of the fire and then return with water for those who are still in it. So, you get a code for the dating. So, I am back. Let us take a break. And we will be right back. It's 8:49. So we're going to take a little break. We're going to be right back and be showing some more videos. Some disturbing and some you make it go, And they talk about Trinidad and Tobago is not a real place. When we come back, you will see the videos.
Bounce Up Central Network. Tune in for shows like Let We Talk to Ting with Sister Jenny every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5:30 p.m. Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Culture Points on Thursdays at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 5 p.m. and Fine Point with Fearless Warrior at various showtimes. For more news, informative content, entertainment, special events, discussion forums, Bounce Up Radio, movie watch parties, and to even bust a mark anonymously, visit our Bounce Up Central Community Hub, the platform that's We Ting, created for we, by we. Keep the conversation going, even after the show. Chat in real time on our 24-hour live chat at bounceup.com. If you have a passion for news, politics, culture, music, sports, technology, and helping your community, we invite you to come join the Bounce Up Central Network family. Come join us. Bounce Up Central Network. We ready to bounce up to Carnival 2025.
As we prepare for Bounce Up Carnival 2025, we want to make sure that you are also ready with us on the road, in the fets, in the clubs, Calypso, Down Skinner Park, Panyard, Peregrinades, Midnight Rubbers, even the barman, the bawa, what do you call him? The bow, what do you call him again? The barman, not the barman, the stick fighting. Yeah, stick fighting. So, get ready. 2025, we on the road. Bounce Up Carnival. Don't miss it. You dig?
For more news, informative content, entertainment, special events, tune in to Culture Point Show Thursdays at 8 p.m. and visit our Bounce Up Central Community Hub, the platform that's We Ting, created for we, by we.
Ah, yes, created for we by we. And let me go down the road now. Now, I played Kiza Jackson and them with the mad rant in which this woman was getting on after she get his slap and all them kind of thing. But let me go. Let me go. Now, take this video in. Take this video in first. Now, this was done on All Year's Night. This woman could not sit properly in a church. I don't know. When you think things bad, there's a lot of evil, I tell you, moving around. Take it in.
Thank you. Sorry for that. Good night, everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to give God great thanks. The year 23 and 24 cannot sit in a church or anything like that. And coming down to the end of 23, I struggle. I told myself I'm not going to give up because of spiritual matters kind of been just a little something there. But I see God is working in my life. I am so grateful. I feel so happy when I do.
Take it in again. Take it.
Thank you. Sorry for that. Good night, everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to give God great thanks. The year 23 and 24 cannot sit in a church or anything like that. And coming down to the end of 23, I struggle. I told myself I'm not going to give up because of spiritual matters kind of been just a little something there. But I see God is working in my life. I am so grateful. I feel so happy when I do.
Let me tell you something. That's what some people are experiencing at this point in time. spiritual wickedness in the high places. That's why when I tell you, we didn't reach the way we reached in 2024 just so. 600 plus, nearly 650. 1 month alone, December. Like the racing to reach 100. This woman couldn't even sit in the church, she said. She's glad. And still yet, whatever demonic is on that woman, make she can't finish what she wanted to see in thanking God for where she has achieved. And many of us wake up in the morning time, and many of us doing say thanks for what we are still here, living, breathing every single day. Did I tell you? Anything positive in this country is being blocked. Anything negative, they're showing it. It was like crime was just, and it plays with people mental so much that people started to get depressed in this country. Depression was on an all-time high. Because every day you waking up and you had to be seeing, oh, the clinics man, oh, the rescue woman, oh, the baby, oh. Yes, I remember it, the coffin when the man was dragging. And he didn't understand that when he dragged to the streets of this country, we are still reaping the effects from both he, what Kamala said, that blood will flow in the streets. And many of them who want to say Trinidad is not a real place, placing negativity on this country. And many people don't have a problem with that. They don't. And anytime you try to get in something positive, promote something positive, they say, hey, call, block him. Block that one, block this one, block that one. The message must never get through. They're reporting it every minute. What we could do? What we could do? That we don't want the message to go out. Bumfuck doesn't have 10,000 people on it. They say that be on a live with 10,000, 500, 600, that we can laugh and joke. What? But it just goes to show you. If we don't want to join the own, and when I mean join the own, things that are created for you, you don't want to pay a cent. It ain't costing you a dime. You just got to register. So all the bacchanal and peacock so that we get blocked out. All the trolls who coming inside there. But then that's what they say. Good thing no cheap, cheap thing no good. The Chinese ain't saying that though. Because they flooded the market with plenty cheap thing. But you know we buying it and we sell it good. So who being the hypocrite? Who really being the hypocrite here? But as I tell you, the doors ain't shutting. The doors will always remain open for everybody to come in and experience a lifetime, a life-changing experience on the platform. And just today, I showing what the platform could do to a colleague. And he was like, all this? All that? And I said, well, if you stay, you're listening to radio, you're chatting in 5 different chat rooms. You can watch the same program and chat and listen to radio and do everything at the same time. Which many of them don't want to do that. Many of them don't want to do that. Pop a video, send the text message, everything. Yeah, everything is encoded. Nobody can listen to your conversations. We don't just bust a man because we don't have the servers here in Trinidad. So wherever you bust, we don't know. Your name changed. If your name was Jane, it's no longer Jane. It gave some fictitious name. And you put in your information, nobody can see your IP address. Let me tell you how wicked and wicked we have it for you. But yet still, let me move on. Let me move on to my next video. Now, my next video is a little comical. Before I get back into the real serious. No, I will do that one last. Let me do that one last. I'll do that one last. Let me play this. Don't run up. Go back. Now the spikes start running my back. The spikes start running my back. Anytime the spikes stay my game, I'm real speed out there. Now this was in Arima. This happened in Arima. Thank God it happened in the hours where it did not know the traffic. And you see what was happening. Bottles pelting. People business place riding. No respect. The dial riding. No respect. This year took place when we want to say that Trinidad is not blessed, and Trinidad is this, and Trinidad is that. Let me show you what happened. While many of you all were celebrating, this is what happened.
The subject has been identified as 42-year-old Samsud victim, Jabbar, a U.S.-born citizen from Texas. He was driving a Ford pickup truck, which appears to be rented. An ISIS flag was located on the trailer hitch of the vehicle, and the FBI is working to determine the subject's potential associations and affiliations with terrorist organizations. We do not believe that Jabbar was solely responsible. We are aggressively running down every lead, including those of his known associates.
Why is there nobody helping them?
This event started at about 3:15. It did involve a man driving a pickup truck down Bourbon Street at a very fast pace, and it was very intentional behavior. This man was trying to run over as many people as he possibly could. It was not a DUI situation. This is a more complex and more serious based on the information we have right now. What I also can tell you is that this man, this perpetrator, he fired on our officers from his vehicle when he crashed his vehicle. 2 of our officers have been shot. They are stable, and we will give you an update on them. Thank you.
What I'm asking at this time are prayers for those who have lost their lives in the city of New Orleans due to this tragedy.
So this happened, yeah. So when people are saying that these things can't happen, look, they're happening right in America. Look, they're happening right in America. But we want to carry down our own country. Our own country that be so blessed. We rather destroy and carry down our own country. For who to benefit? For who to gain? Yeah. We had terrorism that took place in that video. And it just goes to show you what transpired this Saturday, not too far away from the police station, should have never transpired. Never. But it did. But that don't make my country a bad country. As what is being posted all over social media as though Trinidad bad. That don't make my country bad. Because some people want to get political mileage. Look, the opposition leader post some kind of damn statement. Me wasting my time to put up that statement on my live. She has she damn minions and whoever she'll do, let she pay she people do that. I'm not even entertaining she with that bullshit. So I don't know what people sending me that for. I didn't want to read 2 pages of shit. And you have ones that so-called social media influencers who are being paid by the opposition who go in for the little cut. They go in for the cut. They been paid, who get paid at 5,000 because they working, you know. They working. It have these so-called social media influencers working. And people buying, every nook and cranny man just jump out. Well, you know, so and so and so and so. Yeah, boy, it's something you gonna know. Yeah, boy, and he just gone. They bad talking your country. They have nothing good, but they're paying social media influencers, not even from Trinidad, they go to. But they're paying a whole set of them and they complaining, but they can't get US. You know why? They want the US to go and pay these social media so-called influencers from outside to bad talk Trinidad and Tobago. Bad talk. One social media influencer tried to influence me, to call me, to tell me, boy, they're looking for people, they're recruiting people, and I just take them in and say, how much you paying? Well, they pay near $10,000 a month. So some people getting 10,000, some getting 5. But this one who I spoke to was getting 10,000. I said $10,000. All that small money there. To put your life on the line. Because what plenty of these social media influencers don't understand is that when you go out there and you put in your face outside it, and you want to talk all the bull crap that they want you to talk, you better have your money to back up what you'll be saying sometimes. Because if you get a lawsuit, none of these so-called people who paying you will not stand in your quarters to defend you. They're leaving you on your own because the first thing they say, you are not talking on behalf of the party. So know it is what you're doing. It can't be only about the dollar to destroy a country that you self one day want your children and your grandchildren and your children to live. And this the Prime Minister has made it clear that he going to Tobago and relax and see what he farm and his children, his grandchildren, and his wife. How many of you all could say that? Because many of you so-called social influencers or in my part on a stick. So you don't care. Or you don't care if Ashman they fall on Christmas Day. Because all of you know, I get my $10,000 and I can live nice. They don't have it. They don't have a parrot on a stick, I'm telling you. So they don't care if they mash up this country. Because they some of them even telling you they ain't born no children. So they're going back to the grave with no children. Wicked, selfish. Because they know what they're doing out here. So you rather destroy instead of you build. Build the nation. Well, the money and the status, when you die, you have no money and no status again. Everything goes down to nothing. Down to nothing. I think 2024 would have teach people a lesson. And years gone by would have teach people a lesson. All the status chasers, you go with nothing. You go literally with nothing. But if you know that you want to leave a legacy, You leave things for your children and your children. And that is what I have always been preaching here. We have to be realistic with ourselves. We have to be honest with ourselves. Do we love Trinidad and Tobago? And if we love we country, if we truly love this blessed country, that is like little America, as we just call it, in the Caribbean, we will big up we country. We will stand with we country, regardless if it's going down. You must stand. We have too many. Yeah, they get into the directory. But this is we don't want me to go. Where am I going to go? I must leave my country, Trinidad and Tobago, where I can walk out and still tell the neighbor, hey, you have food? I can get something to eat. I'm hungry. To go to a man's country, they can say, hey, I have nothing. Don't beg for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. No love. No love. Stay in your house. You're not curfew, jail. Is that what they want? I'm telling you, they don't know the neighbors. Is that people living in an area and don't know the neighbors? They don't walk about and say, hey, hi, how you going? My name is so and so and so. They don't do that. It's all about selfishness. Is that what we want? Why? We have so much to offer in terms of natural resources. The time that we take, because let me tell you something, eh? When I watch what we have to offer to what some other Caribbean islands have to offer in terms of natural resources, natural everything, we are better. We are better off than many of them. But what people want, what they want, they get them a new hospital. They're still saying we don't have health care. You get them 24 hours health care center. We don't have, look at the condition and look at this, and they find all kind of excuses. It are people who can't see a health center, much as for a doctor, much as for a nurse. They don't have that privilege as what we have. Go and make a baby for free. We have Napa Sapa. We have a big Queen's Park Savannah. You would go and recreate, run around, fly a kite. In certain parts, in certain countries, you can't do them things. Right here in the Caribbean, it's are beaches that people can't even go on. They tell you that beaches people can't even go on. and bathe as a citizen of their own country. We have that privilege here in Trinidad. We have the privilege. We can go and walk on the pitch lake. Go and literally walk on the pitch lake. No police ain't stopping you, no bunny ain't stopping you, nobody telling you nothing. Go and take a bath on the pitch lake. And we have two, mind you. We have a small one and we have the big one. We don't have no terrorists in this country. We have a bunch of assholes in this country who run around the place, who believe that they are the big controls and they can do what they want, say what they want, and nobody, because why? They have a little AR, or they have a little 45, or they have a little stupid gun in their pocket. That's what we have. But take away all of that from them. They're just like me and you. While there are those who set us chasing on the, for money and power and all them things, you have the people on the ground running that same set us chasing chauvinism. That's why they're joining gangs. But we have it so nice. We have carnival and people walk curfew. You know, I tell you, sometimes there's women I just really restrain myself from cussing. Really restrain myself from cussing. But when I come off the and somebody gave me some kind of talk in my head, but it was curfew, and we should have had curfew, and I said, well, why don't you cough? You. We want curfew for. Because they don't believe in carnival. They believe that carnival should have, nah, don't bring carnival. And this and that, the other, because they don't like it. They don't like nothing of carnival. Somebody like to do them something for it. They're more vexed than you. They should have given curfew. The police and the money disrupting me. Look today. In a big, massive roadblock by the Caroni side here. A big, massive roadblock by Caroni side. All sides they're blocking. Do you know? As people realize it a big, massive roadblock, we had cars on the road. They had maxis who doing stupidness on the road. All of a sudden, everybody fall in line because they don't know where the police is. They don't know where the soldiers is. To catch them on the road doing the foolishness. They believe that people still play games with them. They believe that people playing games with them, that they want to disrupt. Let me tell you something, and I have been getting the reports. I have been getting the reports that people paying people to disrupt the carnival too. So they're not just happy that we have our SOE. They're trying to control this crime situation that we have. They're not happy with that. And the gang violence. So now the mission is disrupt the carnival. That's what they want. They don't want people to come to town, mash it up. Mash it up like what they tried to do some years ago. And then put it out there for the international news. Oh, look, gunmen running with guns and they're shooting and they're That is what I want. We have to push back. We, as citizens of this blessed country, have to push back. We have to make it known that nobody is going to stop people from coming to Port of Spain. Nobody. So people happy, you know. If they can disrupt that carnival in Port of Spain, you know, with the foolishness, you know. But I am saying, if I have to fight for my country, I'll fight for my country. We cannot allow these imbeciles to control the streets. We have to take back our streets. And if the government is taking the initiative and they say, okay, let us do it, then we work together with them now. Then we work with them, then disrupting or your marches, or your nothing at all. They can march. Hold on, let me see something. Hello, good night. Well, you're live, eh? All right. I'll call you back. Well, he didn't want to talk live. But I really don't understand. They don't want to. Oh, buddy. Let me move on. Let me get your thoughts on this video.
Holy Emmanuel, King Selassie, Rastafari. We reach the final phase of the fire. We now burn down Hanuman, Lakshman, Shiva, false god, and burn down Allah in 1 hour. We now reach by Pope Francis, false god institution. Presently, great kings and great queens outside right now, burning fire to on Babylon system, right? No false king in England, Charles. Fire in Buckingham Palace day and night. Fire in Vatican City. False God Jesus for misleading the little boys and the little girls of the world. Take a look. Look, we right outside Pope Francis institution. You have anything to say about Rastafari? Ma'am, do you have anything to say about Rastafari to tell the little boys and the little girls who Pope Francis mislead for all the decades with Santa Claus? Do you have anything to tell them, please? You hear it from a great queen, no Queen Elizabeth of England, great queen of queen, launch fire in Buckingham Palace and all imperialism. Thanks very much for spreading the knowledge about Rastafari. Good to meet you. You have anything to tell them about Rastafari, sir? About Pope Francis misleading the little boys and the little girls with Jesus and Santa Claus?
One Santa Claus, one the Pope.
Just let the people need to hear what's going on in the globe.
Santa Claus.
And who else?
And the Pope of Vatican. The Queen of England.
Yes.
And all Pontifex Maximus.
Excellent. You hear it from great kings and great queens outside burning fire on Babylon system. Ma'am, do you have anything to say about this system what burning fire day and night? We're not forgetting to keep this fire burning day and night on Babylon system. Take a look. Right now we're looking to enter in Pope Francis operational proof. Hey, you're not coming in here today, eh? Because all you're getting on real bad. So we're staying right here and say fire on Pope Francis. False God. Look, they're closing the gate. Why are you closing the gate and only promoting Jesus? I just want to know that. Where is the acknowledgement for Emperor Haile Selassie I the First? Any acknowledgement? Because the little boys and the little girls need to know what's going on in the world. This is something wrong. Well, fire launch on Babylon system day and night. Holy Emmanuel I King Selassie I Je Rastafari.
Yeah, this fella has been going around different places and interfering with people's things. I know the person, and tomorrow I'm going to see whether or not if I can get an interview with the person. I know the person. I know where they're located, everything. I'm going to see if I can get an interview with this person to find out where the head is. Because the people left the temple and he went in the people temple to disrupt the people temple down in Central. You're going in a mosque to do the same foolishness, but burning no Babylon. You was on the beat doing the same foolishness until Mr. Hines had to watch you like, what is you really saying? Then on top of it, you reach in town by the cathedral, talking about. So I'm going to do a little interview on this fella, because it is reported that he was in prison. He just ain't too long about that prison. And so I don't know if the person life would have messed with his head while he was going around the place talking of sort of foolishness so he's doing really and truly in this blessed country called Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm going to do a little interview with him. So look out for that. And nevertheless, let me give you a joke of the day. Take it.
God have mercy upon us.
Now, what you really think about that? No, you can't harass them, eh? You can't harass them, but Trump allow it. But Trump really allow, but we just see, let me just show you again. Listen what
God have mercy upon us.
So we are going to see, because Donald Trump has already made it clear that he don't want these people, these quote-unquote people or society in America. Now, if it is that Donald Trump, because he's going to be inaugurated as the President of the United States on the 6th of January, which is when school opens, how are we going to deal with, especially the policy that he was talking about in terms of deporting back thousands and thousands of people who and not even citizens. But that's the question. How countries are going to deal with that? Because there are some countries they don't reach to already and they ask them to take them. Well, we could have a small island to take people who never been born in Grenada or may have Grenadian parentage or St. Vincent. And you probably do a background check because they just deport. They want to deport. How are you going to deal with that? These are the questions that I would think that when they go to, because they're looking at foreign policy, you know, and this is a serious, serious situation because I keep hearing Donald Trump keep talking about it and saying it over and over like a road march. So like he really going to implement what he say he's going to do. And if it does do it, and we have this mass deportation coming to Trinidad, how are we going to deal with that? But anything, so something, because let me tell you something, eh? When mad people talk, when mad people like Donald Trump and them talk, how do you deal with that? You see, people don't want to, we have to deal with these issues. Because if it is that we have been people coming back to the country, because there are people who would have been deported from America and come back to Trinidad, who would have been living a life of crime. Nobody don't know who they are, really and truly, because they don't put them up on the radar, they don't have a profile book on them. So we don't know. But how are we to deal with some of these people? Because they may be coming back to a country that they don't know nothing about. But let me tell you, over 400,000 citizens scattered all over Trinidad, all over the world. So they're just citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. It is really worrying to know that some islands are being bullied into taking citizens that don't belong to their own country from the Great America. But we will hear the media in Trinidad and Tobago talking about so far. America come and set up a base here, but they're not studying. If America started to send back home people, yeah, but they'll take a payday, but at what cost? At what cost will you give up your sovereignty to other people? At what cost? They pay now. But what about down the road? The payments will stop eventually. Well, those who want to go to the IMF, they're free to go to the IMF. Trinidad isn't going to the IMF. Trinidad not in many hands of IMF. We don't pay off the IMF for a long time. We learn our lesson from going to the IMF. It's like, okay, you didn't learn your lesson from going to the bank, but it had a credit union. So you have other resources where you can tap into, but you hell-bent, I want to go to the bank. I have to go to the bank. I need to go to the bank. And when you go to the credit union, you realize, wait now, you know the interest rates are a little more softer here. Longer term period to pay. But when you go by the bank, they hash. Yeah, you gotta get rid of this one. You have to do this. Come on. You're right. Do this anything. Trinidad is blessed. Trinidad is blessed. And every day we must get up. And we must thank God for what it is we have. We must give thanks for what it is we have. Don't let nobody stop here, but give thanks. Take in this.
Today, as we gather, let us remember the blessings we so often overlook. The breath in our lungs, the love of those around us, the strength to face each new day. No matter the challenges we face, there is always something to lift our hearts in gratitude. Let us live with a spirit of joy and be truly, deeply thankful.
And now we welcome Brother Daryl for his contribution.
Another day above ground, I see. I'm focusing on the positives, because yesterday I was down. People do me wrong, but it's love in me heart. When they try to take me for clown, I do them no wrong. Jaja have we back, and I shouting, oh Lord, I thankful, oh Lord, I thankful. It's you who give me health and strength. Oh Lord, I thankful. It's you give me the handful. Every day you're blessing me. Only it and back and it's not in we nature. Money in we pocket. This life I want love it. Only it and back and it's not in we nature. Food on we table. I could and I able. Think I jump up and wait. I thankful for life to see another sunrise. My two one up in the air. All the stress on your mind, put them problems aside and give thanks, yeah, for another day. Don't forget to pray and give thanks, yeah, for another day. Don't forget to pray. Another day above ground, I say, thank you, Father. I'm focusing on the positives, cause yesterday I was down, today I feel strong. Yes, His love in me heart. Dirty up my name, my wrong tongue. I do them no wrong. Jaja have we back, and I shouting, oh Lord, I thankful, oh Lord, I thankful. It's you who give me health and strength. Oh Lord, I thankful. It's you give me the handful. Every day you're blessing me. Only it and back and it's not in we nature. Money in we pocket. This life I want love it. Only it and back and it's not in we nature. Food on we table. I could and I able. Think I jump up and wait. I thankful for life to see another sunrise. Me two one up in the air. All the stress on your mind, put them problems aside and give thanks, yeah, for another day. Don't forget to pray and give thanks. Always be thankful.
Oh Lord, I'm thankful. Every day you're blessing me. Oh Lord, I'm thankful. It's really thankful. Every day you're blessing me. Give him thanks. Give him thanks. One more. Give him thanks. Give him thanks.
Always be thankful.
Always be thankful. So, right. So, we in the carnival season, and this is our first fine point for the year. The nominations was done today for PSA. I am so sorry that I could not have been there to witness it. But I will get the feedback on who would have put forward a team. Last time I was hearing is that, or Sanders, word on the ground is, in fact, is that he did not have a full slate. But I will know today whether or not if he did have a full slate, because I was hearing on the ground that he was begging Nixon calendar to, it is alleged, to be a part of his team. So we will try to find out that and sort out that, and we will bring you highlights on what would have transpired and bring you up to date on what would have been dealing with for that. But again, this is our first fine point for the year 2025, and we are glad that you all have been here and you all are part of this, and we look forward to seeing you all for more fine point and also dauntless defenders of good governance on Wednesday. And as the election heats up, that will be more and more. And Culture Point, which is on the Thursday and on Sunday. And Sunday this week, we do promise to have a fun packed show for you all. Yeah, I'm not telling you what to expect this week, this Sunday, but you're going to expect more songs coming out, more new songs, in fact, and we're going to have a little in-between things to flow for the carnival season. So, it's now 9:49 in Trinidad and Tobago, and we are looking to wrap up here tonight. We do want to thank you all for actually watching the live stream tonight, and we do hope to see you all this Sunday. Next Sunday happens Saturday. Don't feel like we're not fine point on Saturday, but look out for this Sunday. This Sunday, Culture Point. Just prepare yourself for what you might learn this Sunday. Let's take a break, and we will. Yeah. You know, we have somebody here. I forgot to play something for you all. You know, I want you to listen to this before, and this should take us out. This is Squeezy Rankin. I think he has now seen the light. He's an extempo. He can do extempo too. He's very good, you know, very talented. I don't know why it is. He just like to sing that smutty tune, but nevertheless, Ziggy Rankin, justice. Take him in. He might very well be in the Queen's and Skinner back. Kaiso. Take him in.
My son was a good boy. Words of a mother. As he's laying down on the asphalt, bleeding out on the corner, she's calling on Jesus' name, asking why did they kill him. My son was a gentle soul. He never do nobody nothing. Then a man shout, woman. His son went on a banging in a stolen vehicle. While you feel the next team swing back, the boy killed 3 people. Speeding off at the scene he went on. A little girl get bounced down, yet still she saying heads have to roll for the ones who take she's on roll. Mama good son, no get gunned down. Hey. Mama good son, no get gunned down. I know she crying out for justice, for she son who was a killer. Justice. A little notorious gangster. Justice. This boy was killing people. They used to call him Dr. Evil. Justice. For the real headbanger. Justice. For the #1 shotter. Justice. They say when he ride he never stick. They used to call him literally John Wick. Mama good son, no get gunned down. Hey. Mama good son, no get gunned down. Hey, as she holds her son lifeless body, crying out in pain. I hear a lady in the background shouting, woman, you ain't have no shame. And the same boy we used to cuss you, treat you like a dog and hit you. Now you're here with tears in your eye, crying for this ungrateful child. He was a pest in the community. He used to advantage everybody. He used to glad when mountain come. Why? He want to tax all people the money. He beat up the child mother, shoot behind the big brother. The way you're feeling, now you know how much other people he make feel. So mama good son, no get gunned down. Hey, mama good son, no get gunned down. I know she crying out for justice, for the community terrorists. #1 extortionist. And if nobody in, pay him no tax. He kidnap the family and burn down their business. For somebody so evil, oh you said distress people, but all you seeing is the hole in the face, not the loaded barretta in the waist. And mama good son, mama good son, mama good son, no get gunned down. Hey. He had a mind full of bitterness, he had a heart full of hate. But now you crying out your liver string, like this boy was a saint. We do expect you to smile and be happy. After all, you is your mother. But how much other mother sons your son bury? Now you're seeing where he's karma. You never used to show no concern when they tell you the boy out of control. You even act like you never know. The last child mother is 14 years old. When everybody complaining, you say they envy and jealous him. You didn't want to talk to him since he's small. No, nobody don't want to hear you while you ball. Mama good son, no get gunned down. Hey, mama good son, no get gunned down. I know she crying out for justice to the people on the corner. Justice. All over social media. Justice. You see the man and them who kill your son. You wish the police could gun all of them down. Justice for a real pedophile. Justice. Who victimize people, little girl child. Justice. So don't vex, now you're trying to mourn, and everybody happy that the big pet gone. Mama good son, mama good son, mama good son, no get gunned son was a good boy. The words of a mother.
Have a blessed night. Stay safe. And see you all. And yes, right here. Stay safe until Sunday.